Hi everybody, I am back to show you how to do the flowy flower like the one I did on the Christmas stocking for Lele. First, I call it a flowy flower because you need a fabric that's got flow to it. It's probably not going to be anything heavyweight. I believe that, yeah, this is like a chiffon almost. Maybe it is a chiffon. But basically what I do, this is about 2 feet long and maybe about 7 inches wide this way. And again, you can make it as long or as short as you want. You can make it as wide as you want, but it might be a little bit harder to work with. And I'm trying to remember how I did this. Okay, I think what I did is I brought one end, folded it in toward the center, or one side, and then took the other side, folded it into the center, and then folded almost in half. And I should probably be pinning this, but I don't feel like fooling with that, and I probably didn't do that before. So what you're going to end up with, I think this is how I did it. I mean, I've just kind of made it up as I went along. No, that's not how I did it because that wouldn't have stayed together. Okay. Scratch! Fold it up in half. I'm trying to think how I actually got it because it was actually 2 layers. And I don't remember the other layer not being finished. You know what? I'm going to pause and I'm going to come back while I remember how I did this, because I know I had 2 edges that were folded. So I'll be back in a minute or 2. Bye. Okay, I'm back. I figured it out. So rewind. Don't scratch what I said to scratch. Do fold up one side toward the center and then the other side toward the center, so they're overlapping a little bit. And then you're going to fold it up. And I had to have pinned it before because there's no way I possibly could have done this without pinning it previously. So I'm just folding it in half and pinning. I'm just going to work my way down. The one thing about this fabric is it does tend to want to slide around a little bit. So be patient with me while I get this part done. And it may meet the top, it might not meet the top, but I don't think it matters so much with this flower. And this one isn't going to be as wide as the one that I did for Lele. Just didn't want to, I wanted to save some of the fabric because I have very little of this particular one. But I wanted to use it for this because I know it works. Okay, I've already got my needle threaded, and on the end that you folded, you have one side that has 2 folded edges, and then you have your single folded edge side. You're just going to do a running stitch on your single folded edge side, but I'm going to take it part way up to make sure I catch those edges that are folded in toward the middle. And I'm just going to do a running stitch all the way down. Run, 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 run. Big stitches, little stitches, doesn't matter. I'm hoping this is the way that I did it. This might end, because it's a lot more narrow, this might end up being a double layer type flower. See how it comes out. So run, 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 stitch, run. Oh goody, getting a knot where I don't want it. Okay. So, I mean, it's a similar process to doing it like the running stitch rosettes. I'm taking huge stitches here because I'm trying to get through it pretty quickly. And we'll just see what happens. Probably didn't need to do a piece this long since it's so narrow. But who knows, might come up with something else different. Okay, so I've got all my stitching done. So now I'm going to just go through and shape it, gather it, shape it around to the way I want it, making sure that the double edge is on the outside. Gather some more. Now it's all in one direction. Okay, and then I am going to join my edges. Making sure that on this side, that on the top part I actually have 4 folded edges, and I'm going to trim some of this off a little bit. So I can have something a little more consistent to work with. And then I'm just going to stitch up and back to close off that end. Make sure everything is where I want it to be. And again, I'm just doing a running stitch, but a lot smaller this time. Now if you really wanted to be neat and precise about it, you could fold that edge over just to neaten it up a little bit more. Okay, and I'm not going to knot it yet because I just want to make sure that everything is where I want it to be. And just play with your gathers until you've got them spaced out how you want. Actually, I think because this isn't as wide as the other one, I actually like how this is coming out. Okay, so I'm going to take a couple stitches and tie it off. Whoop. Looks like my little red roses are going to be good for little pin cushions. Okay. I'm just going to play with it a little bit more. Adjust those ruffles. And I'll take a little felt square and put some glue down on it. And kind of squash this into place. Coming out a little bit lopsided. See if I can play with it a little bit and get that fixed. This really is a lot easier than it looks. Of course, when you're trying to do it on a video, it's not going to do exactly what you want it to going around. Tuck that piece in right there. Okay, and then got a small little doily. Put some glue on that and place it. Hides a lot of sins. Have to love that. And then just got a little embellishment here. And then one of my cold porcelain clay flowers. Okay, I'll just tuck in the middle there. Let that cool off a little bit, and I'm just going to trim a little bit. Okay, and there it is, the flowy flower. And I'll finish that up with the with a little more glue later. Oh, I snipped a part I didn't mean to snip. But it's actually, because of the folding, it's actually 2 layers. And if the layers aren't evenly spaced, that's actually a good thing. So there it is. Hope you like it. Hope everybody has a great evening, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.